James Charles is back. Now he's back with this brand Painted, and it seems like he needs some help trying to figure out what his next product should look like when it comes to packaging, because people just did not like the direction that some of his products were headed when it comes to the blushes. So he asked you guys to create some packaging ideas. Well, so many people did, and they submitted their responses. Now, before I go through all that, I'm gonna show you the rundown of what I used on my face today, and I'll link it in the YouTube shop. So first of all, this lips, look, it looks like I got lip injections, but I'm using the Too Faced lip injections. Like, honestly, this works. This will really plump up your lips, and it's in the YouTube shop, so definitely check it out if you want. It really does burn and it tingles, but it makes the lips plump really big for a couple hours and it goes down. But then for like the face or up here, I do not recommend you buying this, but if you do, I use the La Mer powder. Look. I hit pan on this one. This is a pretty good powder. I don't know if it really did anything for my skin, but whatever. And then for the brows up here, I use the Chanel brow, it's like the brow thing. So you got the cream and the powder. I use that up here on the brows to like just lock it in. And then to set everything, I use the Chanel powder here. So that's what I had on my face today. Okay, so let's talk about what James Charles had to say. Here we go, roll it.
Then you design the next Painted product. Oh my God. Thank you guys so much for all of your creativity in response to this video. At this point, all of y'all are hired to our Painted creative team. Let's take a look at your Painted lip ideas. The first idea comes from Basement Possum, and she suggested tiny little mini paint cans that have an attached paintbrush on top as the lip balm applicator. So kind of like our original paint can PR sets, but shrunk down really tiny, kind of a la like the Laneige little sleeping mask. I mean, how adorable would it be to clip on like your different color mini paint cans to your keychain or your purse? Oh, love it. I will say we are already developing a paint can component for a future product, so I don't know if it would work out for this one. But then also, I feel like people would lose the paintbrush applicator in like 1 second, and then people would have to dig their fingers in. So do you guys like that better, or do you prefer something that gets squeezed directly onto the lips? Now, following along the kind of like paint pot suggestion, video number 2 is from Align Bedrosian, and instead of a paint can, she suggested those like little mini watercolor paint pots. These ones, like, do you guys remember these from when we were kids? It fits in so well with the overall brand identity of Painted being art store inspired packaging, and the idea of the little mini pots being magnetic to click together is just mwah, chef's kiss. A lot of people love to collect lip balm, so actually making like a little mini palette for your purse would be so cute. My only concern with this is that this packaging was literally designed to be cheap. Like, you could buy these little mini palettes at kids art stores for a couple of dollars, so I want to make sure that although it is affordable, it doesn't look low quality. Video number 3 is from Ava Thompson, and this literally has 800,000 likes. Her response literally is just as viral as our original video, which is so crazy to think about. And she designed these refillable tubes. Basically, the idea being that when you buy one of the lip balms, you get this like white kind of casing that goes around it. And then the refillable balm that goes inside is actually what gives the packaging its color. Now, let me tell you, okay, my packaging team loved this idea because it's very cost effective. Doing a custom color prints on each individual component gets very expensive very fast, and unfortunately, this is what we've done with every other Painted product so far. I do want to get your guys' thoughts on refillable packaging though, and please be honest when you answer this. Do you care? Because I'll be honest and say, I do not. I feel like a lot of the reason why people love refills is because they're oftentimes cheaper, but I'll be honest again and say that I'm already trying to make these as affordable as possible. So if I did refills, the cost is going to be virtually the same. Video 4 is from Anthony Perez, and I'm just going to sit back and let you guys watch this because he literally made a full-on commercial. I was so impressed by this overall video. He basically designed a little mini paintbrush, and when you take off the bristles with the color matching the balm, it reveals a metal applicator inside to squeeze the balm onto your lips. We actually had quite a few suggestions like this as well. This one is from Irish Canvas, and it's another paintbrush, but instead of taking off the little brush tip at the bottom, you would take off the tip at the top and either reveal another little squeezy applicator or a doe foot as well. How cute would it be for a girlie to take this out of her purse and just apply her lip balm using a paintbrush? Obsessed. However, getting the custom mold made to actually create that like 3D bristle shape with the paint on the tip of the brush, that would be so expensive. I'm talking like $100,000. And that's literally just to create the mold. That does not include the actual price of manufacturing. And last but not least, I really like this suggestion from Mama Cal as well. She had this little Glossier tube where basically it like flips open. So she suggested doing our balms like this, but shaped like a little mini artist mixing palette. So when you flip it open, it reveals the balm inside. These were just a couple of my favorite ideas that I've seen so far, but now we want to hear from you guys. Did I include your favorite in today's video? Did I miss one? Do you think that you have an even better idea? Please continue to tag us here at Painted and let us know what you think. If everyone really loves a design, the next step of the process would actually be paying to get a sample made. So I would love to continue taking you guys behind the scenes of what it actually takes to create a product from beginning to end. Let us know.
All right, so a lot of people are saying that this is a marketing genius idea to ask the audience for help. At the same time, it did generate lots of buzz. I think one of them almost got around the same amount of views that his launch video did. Now, I submitted my photo for the James Charles thing, but I mean, he didn't accept it. I don't know why. I mean, it was supposed to be like the version 2 of like just metallics and like neutrals, but he didn't. I don't know why I didn't get accepted. We worked really hard here, the research team.
James Charles, I'm so over it. In this video, responding to my comment, James Charles is saying that his blush is just like any other blush on the market, and he gives lots of examples. Now, I'm going to go through them and show you that his blush is a complete sort of ripoff of Patrick Ta's. So this is Patrick Ta's blush, and something important to note is that the top is a cream and the bottom is a powder. This is the painted blush that he is formulating, again, with a cream blush and a powder. He could have done it just a little differently, but the exact same format. He said that his blush was just like Juvia's Place, which is a duo powder. There's no cream. He said it was like Charlotte Tilbury, which is a blush and highlighter, no creams. He said it was like Tom Ford, again, a blush and a shimmery blush topper, no creams or anything. And also the One Size, which this is the most similar. There's a cream and a powder, but One Size does something differently and they add their own highlighter, like blush topper thing. So then we can get back to this blush. Like, tell me this is not the exact same as that. Even both products have little lids on the cream that you fold up to use the product. He didn't even place them in different spots. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And he knew that this was going to stir the pot and ruffle some feathers. And it did, because now he thinks that I'm just a hater. And I'm not. If the packaging was unique and different, then it would be a different thing, but it's exactly like the Patrick Ta, even down to the format of the cream and the powder.
But we didn't get invited, so whatever. But all that to say this, I think that when it comes to James Charles, he definitely has a large amount of people who just don't care about what he did in his past. And it's so interesting to see both sides of it, to see a group of people online who are like, James Charles shouldn't have a platform, James Charles needs to be demonetized, don't support James Charles. But then you see like the other side of it, where people are still supporting him. They don't care about it. They just keep going with his products. And when he releases videos, he kind of parlays the negative and tries to make it into a positive. He has music out right now. So it seems like the only one who can cancel James Charles is James Charles. But I can't help but to feel that the beauty community itself, I'm talking about his peers, not T channels, not drama channels or whatever. I think the peers such as Patrick Star, Patrick Ta, Tana Mojo, Manny MUA, if those players, even Tati Westbrook, if those players were to say, hey, I don't agree with what James Charles did and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, then I think that would set a precedent and it would cause a change. But because they haven't done it, his peers, it has to come from his peers. It can't come from the underbelly of the internet. It can't come from some underdog drama channels, the ones who are posting every single day and stuff like that. No, it has to come from his peers. And if his peers aren't saying anything about it, then no one's really going to pay attention. And that's why I think that James Charles is still uncancelable, because his peers are still supporting him and showing up to these brand parties and not saying anything about it. Because there is this stigma of if you support James Charles and you support X behavior and XYZ. And I get that. But I can't help but to feel and sit back and I'm just wow. I think this relies on the hearts of his peers. But that's my opinion. That's my opinion. Who am I, girl? Who am I? But anyways, I want to say a big thank you to Drunk Elephant. They sent me some PR. And I have it right here. I'm going to show you what they sent me. I'm actually kind of shocked that Drunk Elephant sent me PR because they're kind of huge right now, and I was like, no way, really? So they sent me a new moisturizer, but when I got the PR package, I was like hoping I got one specific thing, right? And they actually sent it to me. Let me see. So they sent me this. If you know, you know, okay? These are like the blush. I should try the blush. Should I try the blushes on camera? I'm supposed to go on a date in a little bit, but I'll try it anyway. Hold on, let me see. So look, wait, can I just do it with my finger? Oh my God, it came out. Oh my God, there it is. Okay. Okay. Doesn't have a scent to it. It's very, 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 very sheer, but it is there. I like to put my blush up here, like higher, so that way it kind of lifts the face when you do it. Okay, so they sent me that. So these are the blush drops, but this is the one I was excited about with the gold. So right now, I noticed that like e.l.f. and Glow Recipe are doing like these drops that give you bronzy skin, and this one is the one that started it all. And people really love these, and so this one came out. This was really expensive, but I think they dropped the price on it. But this is the one with the gold, and it has 5% niacinamide in it. And let me see, I'll put it on a different finger here. Oh my God, I want to shoot a YouTube video, and in this YouTube video, I want to like show the difference between like all of them, like all 3 of these bronzing drops. So check out for that. I'll probably post it on my TikTok, honestly. But anyways, let me let you guys go. Let me know what you think about all that drama in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. This is Rich Love, hottest news on YouTube. Mwah.